Mary Donnet deals with many issues within the play. There's racism, there's gun control, brought up in a funny way. She finds a way to do it that is quite brilliant. It's very Beth Henley. That's how I would describe her work. There's dark, it's almost tragicomedy. If you were looking for a word to describe it, I don't know what category it fits in, but it might be that one, because I think of Beth Henley in that way. I'm from Mississippi, and her stuff is dark, but it's funny. My name is Lorraine Cotten. My pronouns are she, her. I'm directing Shanktown by Mary Donnet. Well, I was an actor for a while. I started professionally when I was 20, and I was playing kids mostly. I looked younger than I was, so I was kind of stuck in kid parts, which was fun, but it got boring after a while. After about 14 years, I was 30 and I was still playing 18. I just felt that I wasn't able to contribute in terms of choices of pieces I got to do, or just being able to contribute to the world. I thought being a director would give me more power in that way, that I would be able to choose scripts that I felt could help change the world in some way. So I went back to graduate school, and I went to Memphis, and I got my master's in directing. I focus very much on telling the story and try to honor what the playwright has set up. And in this case, Mary Donnet is fully involved. So I haven't gotten to work on a script and direct a play with the playwright right there. So it's a more exciting process than just getting a script that's like, you can't touch it. You really can't touch it. So to me, this is being part of the development of a script is an even more exciting process than just being given one. Shanktown is a little town that the playwright describes as being about 90 miles south of Nashville. It's a small town. The family that is featured in Shanktown are the daddy. He is in his 80s, and he lives in the house with his daughter and his daughter's daughter. Then they have a friend who comes over a lot, and his name is Jinx. He is kind of an unusual friendship between Jinx and Elwood, who's the elderly man. Jinx is in his 40s, and they're best buddies. They go to Shanktown to visit bars. And something that happens just at the end of Act 1 happens in a bar that's a topless women's bar in Shanktown. And then I won't give away the secret, but something happens there that changes everything in Act 2. So they're in Tennessee, in a small town. So there are, Mary Donnet deals with many issues within the play. There's racism, there's gun control, brought up in a funny way. She finds a way to do it that is quite brilliant. It's very Beth Henley. That's how I would describe her work. There's dark, it's almost tragicomedy. If you were looking for a word to describe it, I don't know what category it fits in, but it might be that one, because I think of Beth Henley in that way. I'm from Mississippi, and her stuff is dark, but it's funny. This play has some ideas in it that the playwright is pushing. And that's one of the things I really appreciate about it. There's another character named Jessie. Jessie is a social worker and has come into the house because some complaints have been made about Elwood and how he's doing in the house with all the craziness. So that's the setting of the story.
Yeah.
But you can see the beginning of people accepting each other for who they are and moving forward the best they can, dealing with the things that we deal with in life, which is aging. We have children with special needs, and we have different political ideas within families. And that is one of the things that I think Mary Donnet Johnson was trying to do. It's never said in the script, but she said it in 2018, 2019, right before the last presidential election. And there are families that were broken apart, I think, by their different political ideas. And you can see that in this family. There's a lot of that, even though it's never verbalized, that undertone is always there. I hope that they will laugh. It is a comedy. And I hope that they will love these characters. I do think she's written some beautiful characters. And I hope they'll, if they haven't thought about things in a different way, that they will come away from it with a new acceptance of people who are different than they are.